Lesson 10. The Magic Shop.
Dear children, I said to buy my little boy a few simple tricks. This was our last point. I am reading ahead. Said the shopkeeper, and scratched his head. Then he drew from his head a glass ball. That's good, I said with a laugh. Gibb stretched out his hand to take this object, but the object disappeared. It's in your pocket, said the shopman to Gibb. And there it was. How much will that be? I asked. We make no charge for glass balls, said the shopman politely. Then, with a start, I discovered something moving about in my hand. It was something soft and jumpy. I whipped it off, and a ruffled pigeon dropped out and ran on the counter and went into the cardboard box behind the papier machine tiger. Tut tut, said the shopman. He shook my hand and shook out into his hand 3 eggs, a large marble, a watch, about a dozen glass balls, and crumpled and became bigger, more and more and more, until the shopman was nearly hidden from us. I think we'll go now, I said. Will you tell me how much all this comes to? I said again in a louder note. I want the bill and my hat, please. The shopman did not reply. Let's look behind the counter, Gibb, I said. He's making fun of us. I led Gibb round the tiger and found my hat on the floor. I picked it and wore it. Dada, said Gibb. What is it, Gibb? Said I. I like this sharp dada. Dear children, please look at these word meanings. We will take these word meanings into the notes later. Alright, first note them down, and these word meanings will be the first part of our lessons notes. Okay. Dear children, please follow me. I am explaining the lesson. Alright, the next part. A father and his son went to a magic shop once. The father wanted to buy some magic tricks for his young boy. That was our last topic. Alright, now explaining ahead. Listen to me. The father had said to the shopkeeper, I want to buy some simple tricks for my young baby. The shopkeeper said, said the shopkeeper, and scratched his head. Then he drew from his head a glass ball. Immediately, from his head, he took out a glass ball. That's good. It was a magic, simple magic. You might have seen from a magician's hat. Pigeons fly up. In the same way, from nowhere, he took out a glass ball, and that's good, I said. The father said with a laugh, because it was interesting. Gibb stretched out his hand to take this object, but the object disappeared. When he saw that glass ball, Gibb stretched his hands. He stretched his hands to get the glass ball, but all of a sudden the glass ball disappeared. It's in your pocket, said the shopman to Gibb. To the small boy, the shopman said, Don't worry, this glass ball is right in your pocket. And the boy checked his pocket, and there it was. The glass ball was there in his pocket. It was quite amazing. How much will that be? I asked. The father wanted to buy that glass ball, and he asked for the price to the shopkeeper. How much is the cost? What price shall I give you for that glass ball? He asked. We make no charge for glass balls. The shopkeeper said, no charge, no money, no price for that. We don't charge for glass balls. It is free. And then, with a start, I discovered something moving about in my hand. Then, with a start, with a wonder, here start means wonder, amazement, I discovered something moving about in my hand. the father was wearing a hat, and he suddenly felt something moving inside his hat. It was something soft and jumpy. It was some soft object. I whipped it off. I whipped it off. I just tried to whip it off. Then what happened? A ruffled pigeon, a very smooth and beautiful bird, pigeon, dropped out, came out of the hat and ran on the counter. It ran onto the shopkeeper's counter and went into a cardboard box. Directly it went into a cardboard box behind the papier-mâché tiger. There was already a model of a tiger which was made of paper and glue, papier-mâché tiger. This pigeon went into the cardboard box which was set behind the tiger. "Tut tut," said the shopkeeper. He shook my hat. The shopkeeper shook my hat and shook out into his hand 3 eggs from nowhere. The hat was empty. There was nothing inside it. But when the shopkeeper shook my hat, 3 eggs came out of the hat. Then a large marble piece, a watch, about a dozen glass balls, and a crumbled paper. These things came out from my hand. Dear children, it was quite an amazing experience. As for the father and the son at the magic shop, first the shopman took out a glass ball from his head. Next, he picked up a pigeon, a soft pigeon, from the father's hat. Also, he shook out 3 eggs, a large marble, a watch, about a dozen glass balls, and a crumbled paper, all from nowhere. It was a quite amazing experience for them. Also, he had picked up a crumbled paper. The crumbled paper rose and became bigger. Not only that, look at the paper, the crumbled paper. Crumbled paper means when you pick up a piece of paper and just press it inside or squeeze it in your hand, that paper becomes crumbled. Alright? You waste paper, you crumble waste paper and throw away. Alright. So, then what happened to this crumbled paper? The crumbled paper rose. It started rising up. It started rising up by its own and started becoming bigger, more and more and more. It started becoming bigger and bigger until the shopman was nearly hidden from us. The paper became so big that the shopman was nowhere to be seen. The shopman was nowhere to be seen. The shopman vanished into the thin air. He was hidden. He disappeared behind the paper. The paper had become very large. "I think we will go now," I said. The father said, "I think we will go now. Let's go. Let's go from here." Then, "Will you tell me how much all this comes to?" The father asked the shopkeeper. He wanted a reply. The father asked the shopkeeper, "Will you tell me how much all this comes to? I want to buy all these things for my child. Please tell me, how much shall I pay for that? What's the price of all this stuff?" I said again in a louder note. No reply was there. The shopman was nowhere to be seen. He had vanished, and the father did not get any reply from him. Then he repeated the question again. I said again in a louder note, in a louder voice, I repeated my question. "What is its price? I want to buy them all. I want the bill and my hat, please. Also, I want the bill of this stuff. I want to buy them, and please return my hat. The hat is with you." Still the shopman did not reply. Let's look behind the counter, Gabe, I said. The shopman was not there, so the father said to the son, let's look behind the counter, Gabe. Let's see whether he's hiding behind the counter. Let's see. He's making fun of us. He's making fun of us. He's playing tricks upon us. He just wants to make fun of us. That's why he's doing all these things, and he is hiding somewhere. He has disappeared. I led him round the tiger and found my hat on the floor. They turned and they moved around the tiger's model. His hat was there, and found my hat on the floor. He got his hat back. Where did he get it from? He got it back from the floor. It was lying on the floor. The father's hat was lying on the floor. I picked it and wore it. I picked up and I wore my hat. Dada, said Gib. The child said, Dada means daddy, Papa. You call Papa. And he called his father Dada. That is daddy. Dada, what's it, Gib? The father asked, what? What's the matter? Dear son, I like this shop, Dada. The child was quite interested in all these things. He enjoyed those things. He enjoyed those stuff. And he enjoyed the tricks of the shopkeeper. And things appear from nowhere. Pigeon appears from the hat. Eggs appear. Large marble pieces appear. Watch appeared there. About a dozen glass balls appear, and a crumbled piece of paper appeared from his father's hat, thanks to the magic shop man. The child liked them all. The child felt quite interesting. He wanted to stay there. And the child frankly said, Dada, this shop is very nice. I like this shop, Dada. Dear children, and that is all for you today. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Have a nice time.